Hello and welcome to lesson 6 of the 8-week guitar course. So I hope you've been following along and doing your practice. Last week we did a review and we went through everything from lesson 1, all the important points that you should know, mostly the chords and the strumming. So we're going to start the lesson 6 today. This is a shorter video. When I show you what to do, you should be able to understand it quite quickly. But we will discuss it, or we have discussed it in the class that we've taken when we're all together. All right, so we're going to start with 6A, and if you recall last week we had done a song from the Beatles that was Eleanor Rigby. Right, and we had said, let's go from E minor to the C, C to the E minor. So this is a picture of that E minor, and you know that all you have to use with your second finger and your third finger, the two that I've been talking about from lesson 1, right? So E minor, just to reiterate, is like the E major chord, except just take that one off, remember? All right. So the reason why it's in this 6A is that I want to talk about chord pairs. Now, chord pairs are pairs of chords that go together. Like, for instance, as it's written there, the G and the C go together, and the C and the D go together. When I play what's on there, the G chord, the E minor chord, the C chord, and the D chord, you'll know that these are pairs that go together for lots of songs. And I'm going to tell you that a lot of the songs were built on 4 chords, but had a lot of different melodies. So if you want something that's pretty funny, I want you to go on YouTube and just look up the 4-chord song, by the Axis of Awesome. The Axis of Awesome. A-X-I-S of Awesome. And I think these guys are on they're a comedy act. They're on a cruise ship or something, it seems like. And they're going to show you how many songs they can go through with playing 4 chords all the time. And it's quite interesting and quite funny. So I hope you you do that. It's kind of an interesting thing to look at. Alrighty. So we're going to go to the chord pair, which sounds like this: the G, E minor, the C, and the D. Okay. So underneath there it says this chord structure is very common in many songs. Yeah. Use the down, down, up strumming pattern. And YouTube the song Dream by the Everly Brothers. Again, older song, but it goes like this. Look at. Okay? And I said use the down, down, up pattern. And let's not forget that last week I had mentioned that when you do the last up stroke, which is down, down, up, down, off, you want that off to be there so that you can switch chords. So down, down, up, off, then get to another chord. So if I'm going from G, there, I'm off, see? Got to be trying that for a bit, eh? Okay, so the song Dream goes like this. Look at Dream, 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 dream. When I want you in my arms and I need you and all your charm. If you go and listen to that, you'll notice that they're going to be doing these 4 chords. Now, they might not be in this particular key, but they are doing those same type of chords, possibly in another key. The down, down, up pattern won't be in that song, but the chords are. So I'm just as happy for you to be able to go down, down, up, down, up, up. Okay? So try to get that, because these patterns are going to be found in other songs. Like, check this out. Oh, where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. Now I'm doing the exact down, down, up pattern with an old song again that was redone again by another band not too long ago. And that was The Last Kiss, if you want to look that up. Okay? So the chords that you see in 6A, they have the repeat sign, okay? Which means I don't have to write them out twice. So if I look at that, and that was on somewhere in a sheet music or whatever, and it said, play that, you'd be doing G, E minor, C, D, and again, G, E minor, C, D, like this. And again. Okay. So that's all that's to it for the 6A page. Let's move to 6B. All right. 2 more easy chords, it says. There's a new chord that I want you to learn, and today it's called the A major chord. You learned A minor, and A minor, again, was like the E major chord, but remember, we just went down 1. Up here, we went down 1. So, but the A major, you're going to put your first finger, your second finger, and your third finger, okay, right across the 2nd fret. Now I'm going to come up there and show you that I'm going to be doing this, this, and that. So although they are on the 2nd fret, I can't fit them one under the other. So they go, you got enough room in 1 fret to fit those 3 fingers. See? 3 fingers right there. Right there. Here, here, and here. Okay? So 3 fingers. So when you do it, you're going to again try to get the sound to sound like this. Look at it. I don't need to hold my thumb here. I can keep it up. Okay? So that's the A chord. Right? Watch this. It says there, the A7th chord, which is another chord, all you have to do is lift 1 finger off. So, lift that middle finger off, which is the 2nd finger, and that's it. Look at it. Here's A major, and then take it off, A7. Okay? So the A7, the 7th chord is a chord that it's like a funky chord, right? Like if you're doing something like this. It's not the same, even with the rhythm, when I go. Listen to the difference in sound. So here it is when I strike them individually. Now listen. Okay? So that's that's a new chord for you, A7. So you'll try that. There's something in this course that is not on the sheets that I gave you, but I do want to show you it because it's just extra ammunition for different chords if you see them. I'm going to show you a different way of getting the A major chord, the one that you just learned, the one that we just did with the fingers all across that second fret. Let's do a different version of it. So I'm going to show you how. So I want everyone right now, take your time. You're going to put your middle finger on the 4th fret, or on the 4th string, excuse me. Okay, 4th string, 2nd fret. So your middle finger, or we'll call it the 2nd finger, put it there on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Then you're going to take your 3rd finger and put it on the same fret, but on the 2nd string. Now take the 1st finger and put it on the 3rd string of the 2nd fret. You'll notice that your fingers are all on the same fret, on the same strings of the A major chord that I had listed on the 6B sheet, except they're in a different position. And you might wonder, why are we doing this? I'll show you why. Here's the same sound. Whether I went like this, with that position that was on 6B, or the new position, they still sound the same. But why? Because, watch what I'm going to do. You're going to play that chord, the new A chord, and then you're going to move your 1st finger down 1 fret. You're going to get that sound. Then you're going to take that off. And guess what that is? That's the A7th again. So here it is. The new A chord. You move your finger down 1, and you know what the name of that chord is going to be? It's going to be A major 7. And then take it off, A7. Now, why do you have to use that chord? Because sometimes you get a song that sounds like this. See what I did? I didn't even move too much. I had that new A chord. Move that finger back, take it off. And it sounds like it needs to go somewhere, right? And it does. It needs to go to a D. Check it out. See? It just makes sense. It's, again, a combination of chords that you probably heard in a song somewhere, right? So we want to practice getting that new A chord, moving that 1 finger, that 1st finger down 1 fret, and then taking it off, and then maybe going to a D. Okay? So practice that up. That's just an extra chord in the course that I normally decide whether to put it in or not, depending on the progression of everyone during the first 6 weeks, 5 weeks. Huh? So we'll move to 6C now. And of course you can stop the video right now and reverse it and listen to me say that all over again. 6C is the rock and roll thing. Now, because I sent these sheets to you prior to this video and prior to even taking the class the day before, as I usually do, you might have read it and it said, place your 1st finger on the 2nd fret. Okay, 2nd fret of the 4th string. Place your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. I got it. The 4th string. Now play only the 5th and 4th. I got it, 5th and 4th. Now when you're playing that 5th and 4th, you want to stop it, the pick on the 3rd string, just so it doesn't go. Okay, so you just want those two. So you're placing your first finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and you hold that down, that's all, one string, but you have to play the 5th and the 4th string together. So what's happening there is you've got the beginnings of this rock and roll music. So watch this. Play 2 times, and then it says, as we go on, place your 3rd finger, okay, that's the 3rd finger, this one, on the 4th fret, okay, 4th fret, without releasing the 1st finger, and pluck the 5th and the 4th again. So watch what I'm doing. See? So really when you're doing a rock and roll, it's like this. So they're going, you're going 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3. See? Okay, so when you're doing that, it is very important that you keep that rhythm and you go 2 and 2. Now, I'm just going to pause it for a second because I broke a string, and we'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and we replaced the string. So sometime, you know, you're playing a guitar like I do lots of times, and strings wear out or whatever, and they're going to bust. Not expensive anyway, about a couple of dollars, $1.95, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, so we were saying to do that rhythm, so we're going to do it 2 times on the fret with the 1 string, and then you're going to put that 3rd finger over to the 4th fret and do 2 of those. One thing to watch out is that you're not doing it like this. Notice I don't have my hand plucked down. I have to have it down here, holding on to something, because otherwise you'll miss the string. Okay? Watch what happens now. You're going to take that 1st finger where it was, and you're going to drop it down by 1. Just go down the string by 1. Look, I'm going down. Next string. So now you're going to do the same thing on the 3rd string. However, you are going to play not the 5th and the 4th, but the 4th and the 3rd. Now you're going to go like this, 4th and the 3rd. Okay. And I'm going to go back up. And if I go up again, 1 more, I'll play the 6th and the 5th. So let me demonstrate what it would sound like when you get really proficient at it and you wanted to just kind of rock and roll with it. You know, when you hear a guitar guy doing that, you think, wow, he's really good. It doesn't take too much to do it, you know. Look, I'll just play it. I'm going to switch to the one that's below. Now up. when they're doing that, okay, there's a drummer playing, there's a bass player, and the bass player's going kind of like this, you know. You know, he's just playing his bass. And you have a guitar guy probably playing rhythm, like this. And that composes what a band would do, you know, like that. So you can't really do that just by yourself. I mean, you could, but when you have the bass and the drums, it's going to be even better. So next week, you're going to get an MP3 with the rock and roll sound, just to show you what it's like, okay? But we're going to talk about blues now, because blues was also using exactly the same thing, except check this out. So instead of going we're going to go like this. Okay, what did I just do? So you're going to mute those two strings. So check it out. You'll play the first one, and then you're going to stop the sound by putting, you have your pick between these two fingers, right? So you're going to put the pick itself, okay, right between the fourth and the fifth string in the middle, and you're going to stop it. And then you're going to do two of them, and then two of the others. Now it takes a bit of doing. Look. So every time I'm doing it, that first finger is kind of muting the fifth and the fourth string. See? I mean, if you don't, it still works, but it doesn't sound like. You don't have to really go for that, but you can try going for just getting that rhythm, because the other rhythm, the rock rhythm, was going 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, but this rhythm goes 1 and 2 and 1, kind of like a swing there, and that would be called the blues. But you'll get some MP3 next week showing you the rock beat and the blues beat there. So that's what the sixth lesson is all about. I know we've been doing the classes where we're more involved with it, and the video is just for you to go over and remember some of the things that I did. So take this video and watch it over and over again and learn from it. And we will see you on lesson 7.